Hello, dear students. This is a new lesson from Skillwise. I'm Bhavna Kapoor, and I'm going to talk about the non-finites today. So let's quickly start with non-finites. So here is our screen, and here we go. So first of all, we will learn non-finites and their meaning. What are they and how do we use them? So when we talk about non-finites, these are the words, these are actually the verbs, okay? Another type of verbs, okay? Uh, the main verbs that we usually use are called as the finite verbs, okay? And why are they called as finite? There is a reason behind it. So I'll just first show you the reason and then I will move towards our main topic. So here comes our reason. Give me a moment. Okay, so yes, when we look at the sentence, he lives in London, okay? And then we have another sentence that is they live in London. In both the sentences, we can see that the verb live has changed depending upon the subject. That means there is a limit of their expansion. There is finite, they are limited to the subject. So if the subject is singular, they will take S or ES, and if the subject is plural, they will not take S and ES after it. So this is the concept of finite verb, which are limited to the subject. But when we talk about the concept of the non-finite, as the term says, that means they are not limited to the verb, or we can say that a verb cannot change their expansion. They will keep themselves in the same shape or same form, despite any verb come, or with regardless of any verb that comes subject that comes before them. For example, he likes to eat ice cream, okay, and they like to eat ice cream. Now in this part, we can see that the verb like, as we can see here, the verb like is changed with respect to the subject. So that is called as a finite verb. Okay, so he likes and they like. So like is termed as a finite verb. But when we talk about to eat, in both the cases, to eat is same. It has not changed its form regardless of what subject am I using. If I'm using a singular subject, then also it is to eat. And if I'm using a plural subject, then also it is to eat. So this is the major motive of a non-finite verb, that it does not lose its form despite the subject it gets attached with. Now, we will learn about what type of non-finites do we have in English grammar. So there are three types of non-finite verbs. The first one is called as infinitive. Number one. And we have the second form as gerunds. And the third form is a participle. So in our today's lesson, we will be first cover infinitives. Okay, now infinitives are those verbs which comes with two form. So two plus verbs. First form is called as infinitive. As we have seen in the example above, he likes to eat ice cream. To eat is an infinitive here. Okay, now why do we use them? Well, sometimes they are used as a nouns. Okay. For nouns, they can be called as a subject or they can be treated as an object also. So look at the following sentence. For example, to smoke is to ruin one's health. Or we can say to err is human. Okay. Or to eat healthy food is a sign of a healthy body. So in all the sentences, we can see that to smoke, to err, to eat, they are being treated as the subject of the sentence, and hence they are treated as a noun overall. Okay. But when we talk about the sentences like this, I love to swim. Okay. Now here, to swim is treated as an activity. Okay. Now activity is an object here. So to swim will become an object. I love or like to sing. Now here also singing or to sing is an activity. So it is treated as an object. So wherever you will notice unchanged form of a verb combined with to, understand that you have just met an infinitive. So that's all in today's lesson of infinitive. You will encounter your exercises in the class. See you there. Thank you so much.